I'm not crying at all. I look like I am, sound like I am. I'm not crying. I'm not even sad. Hi. I I I'm looking at myself in the recording. Usually when I record myself saying something, I look away. It's unbearable to look at myself. It's I don't know. It's not that I think I'm ugly, goofy, or anything, but it's hard to see what I'm looking at. It's hard to know what I'm looking at. It's just weird to look at myself in the reflection of the recording. It doesn't feel like the person in my head. It doesn't feel like me. It's strange. I'm just thinking what to say. Because I have so much I want to say, but why do I want to say it? And who do I want this, and who do I want this to be heard? Like, I can't even form a proper sentence. It's like, who do I want what I'm saying to be heard? Like, who do I want whatever I'm saying to? My brain's just not braining. I guess I'll start with I made it through another day. I'm alive. That's good. I feel like I did enough for today. Let me crank this up a little higher. I made it through another day. I'm alive. I'm breathing. I'm not miserable. It's weird. Because my whole life I felt so miserable. Everything just made me feel horrible. Everything felt miserable. No one understood why I was miserable, I guess. But I was. And simply recalling back my whole life, a lot of what I can remember is just crying and just fear, confusion, and just misery in general. But today, even though I feel that I'm still depressed, I still have the depression, that everything I feel, not miserable. It's like I just decided to say, this is not what miserable feels like. Maybe it's because I felt worse misery in my life that I can tell myself today that this isn't miserable. It's just kind of sad. It's not misery, it's just kind of sad. It's all. I guess that's something. My whole life, I never understood why I had to be alone and have no one understand me, you know? When I was growing up in China, I always felt special. I thought how different I was from everyone else is something that made me special. Not an illness, not a mental disorder. I thought I was special, acting against people and being the way I am. But it's also kind of isolating. I remember always sitting there, going like, no one else understands me. I'm special. In that way, I'm special. So many tantrums, so many crying, screaming, hitting, fighting, and even bullying other people. They made me feel good. They didn't make me feel ashamed. But sometimes, when I see people around me that's disappointed in me, I get kind of disappointed in myself, but mainly I was still just angry at them because I felt like they don't understand the things I was feeling, and I had the right to get angry. In a way, I do. You know, because no human is, at least barely any human is born to not want to be understood and thrive in an environment where they're not understood. I felt like I wasn't understood. No one ever taught me how to manage my emotions. Hardly anyone was a close friend to me. And everyone didn't like me. Even when they did, their parents didn't like me. They don't want me to be with their kids. Yeah, that sucked. I was just when I tried to do the right thing, sharing, just being a person that does what's supposed to be right, like I somehow get punished for it. I somehow get punished for it. It's devastating. I feel like all this anger and resentment toward the world started at a very young age. I think it's a factor of experience and genetics. I felt like I got it from my mom, and my autism adding onto it doesn't make it any better. I remember in preschool, not even kindergarten, I was talking during nap time, and the caretaker, she shoved the blanket in my face and didn't allow me to breathe. I was choking while she ate an orange. And it's one of the earliest memories I have. And I remember just seeing her and all I felt was anger. Anger. How come I don't even get to breathe? Well, you were eating an orange, and I'm just so angry. I never told anyone that till years later. I got kicked out of grade 1 private school because I was just such an awful student. I was going around everywhere, causing trouble, everything. I remember they would take turns to be like class president, like just like every week of the year or like every day. And I was one of the last ones to be chosen. And when I did, I was so proud. I remember showing my grandma that I finally, after everyone else have gone before me, I got my turn. And I did so well, and I got complimented for it. I was so proud. I was so proud. I was so proud of myself, and I was so happy. I remember it was a purple pin with SpongeBob on it, going like, I was always very emotional. I will have wild visions and wild dreams, and they're beautiful. I am not very patient. I am far from a disciplined person, but I have wild dreams, crazy imagination, and a lot of emotions that I don't know how to handle. And I didn't even think they were a problem. I just took them as a part of me. Honestly, is it really fair that I was just born in a world that where the abilities that I have are not appreciated? I don't feel like my abilities are appreciated. Today, I made it to art class. It's good. I also made it to my other two classes. And I did actual work. I did credit recovery on my science, and I actually did work on a worksheet. And I I know I should be proud of that, because for months and for years I have not been doing well in school. Even attending school is hard. Sitting there and looking at repetitive work is hard, because it's just so many struggles in my life, relationship problems, mental problems, everything. But as I was doing the work, it didn't feel right. Normally, when I did work like this, I would ask a billion questions. Why is this thing like this? Why is that thing like that? Why do you crisscross this? Why? But this time, I just did what I was told, and I feel like I died. That didn't feel like something I would do. It felt like something I did to survive. And I hate that. It feels like a part of me died doing what I'm supposed to do. Didn't feel right. But out of desperation for survival, even if no one else understands that it is that, I did that. And I didn't even understand the material I was given. I just did it. And I hate that. I hate that, but I but I don't want to figure it out. I don't want to figure it out. I'm too tired. And I just want to be okay. I just want to be okay. I didn't feel okay. when I was in my relationship, I I always had this wish to be fixed, to be changed, but I guess that's just not how it works. I just wished I could finally have someone tell me, teach me how to do all the things that I just couldn't do, even that I couldn't do, and make me a functional person. You know what I mean? Like a person that can sit down, do their work, and fucking step over the misery no matter what. A person that can take all this data in, put it in the head, and like just. I wish to be fixed. I wanted everything that made me abnormal, everything that made me suffer in life to just be gone. You know? Like, I could never socialize properly. I never had any friend. They could. I wanted them to teach me that they are not a good teacher. I guess it's too much to ask for them because they have their faults too. They have areas where they are not good at doing things too, and I see that now. I have so much. I just feel so angry. All my life I felt so angry. But is feeling angry wrong? Is it wrong for me to feel anger at being born different? Is it wrong to have more emotions than other people? Is it wrong to not have the ability to control my emotions and be wild? Is it wrong that I want to be loved for exactly who I am, but also want to change everything that I am? It's so backwards. I want to be loved for who I am, but I don't want to be who I am. It's weird. It's like everything's hard. Just hard. Everything's sad. Everything's lonely. I try to be the best person I am, but my anger, my jealousy, the voice in my head that goes like, why? Why can't they? Why don't I? That made me angry, that made me crash out. The anger that was never managed, the anger that no one ever taught me how to properly control. They don't understand because, in the end, every human for themselves. Everyone's just trying to survive, and I get it. I guess they tried, but did I deserve everything that happened to me? Do I deserve to feel like I died just by doing work that I'm supposedly supposed to do? No, of course not, but I have to. After that horrible breakup or whatever that was, I was on survival mode for the past few days. All the anxiety, all the loneliness, the horrid feel, the betrayal, the anger, the jealousy, it fills me. Why did I do that? Was I not good enough? I tried my best. Was my best not good enough for you to love me back? In this world, no one owes you anything, but you don't deserve the suffering that happened to you, nor do you deserve anything at all. It's really weird. That's existence. a law of life, a law of existence is you don't deserve anything. And you can see it both ways. You can see it as I don't deserve the good things to happen to me, and I don't deserve a person to love me unconditionally, even though I need it. Or you can see it as I don't deserve any of the suffering that has happened to me in my life. It goes both ways. And in a way, it's literally just whatever happens, happens. Everything's your fault, but everything's also not your fault. Because everything you do is your choice, but whatever happened that led you to do that thing is not your fault. It's not your choice. It's weird. Whether choosing to take responsibility or not take responsibility, it is and is not your fault at the same time. That's the truth. And it's choosing to take the responsibility. Choosing to say, it's not a good thing to do. And things in my life led me to do this horrible thing. It's not entirely my fault, but today I'll take responsibility, and this is my mess to clean up. That should be what it is. The world is not fair. And if the world is fair, nothing will cease to be. It is what it is, but I'm human. And I'm autistic. And I'm disabled in a lot of ways. And my ableness is not valued. Okay, it's not valued. Ever since a young age, I always felt like human emotions are disgusting to me, even my own. That's why I punish myself for emotions, for feeling a certain way. It's very subtle, very small things. Just me telling myself, don't feel like this. That's bad. There are people out there that suffered worse than you. This and that, I don't know. When I hit puberty, you know how it is. Everything felt like shit. I rejected my own sexuality, my identity, my feelings, my misery, even my own hunger. I refused to eat for a lot. I refused to eat a lot because I thought that was gluttony for some fucking reason. It's a lot. It's bullshit. Punish myself for basic things to feel. I punish myself for liking people, for doing stuff. I also excused myself to be broken because I keep thinking to myself, you didn't deserve that. Why do you deserve it? It's not fair. And then I just be miserable. It's like that. Yeah. It's horrible. I didn't know how to express my emotion back then. All I know is screaming, crying, to to say, I had enough. This is too much. I am suffering. I don't know why. It is what it is. It's very confusing for me, because my emotions are very intense. The second I would feel absolute misery, like I want to kill everybody. And the other second, I could feel euphoria, thinking about something I really enjoy. It's all over the place. And I don't think people want to understand that. The euphoria I used to feel after a fantastical dream, a fantastical vision, seeing a beautiful creation. They don't understand how euphoric it felt, how fantastic it felt, and they don't understand how awful it felt. It's straight bipolar, but it's amazing, but horrible. It's weird. Everything's weird in life. When depression hit, the euphoria, they faded, but the depression, they worsened. It's bad. At first I struggled. I tried to fight against the depression, be vocal against the depression, but no one came to help. I told my mom, I cried in school, but nothing helped. Nothing helped. I was ignored. I was miserable. I was told to just go to school another day. I rejected all the offers of help because again, I saw them as something bad. Okay? I saw them as bad things. No one ever told me it's not bad to get help and things like that. Eventually, I moved into the foster system because my depression and tantrum was worsening. And that's the period where I became quiet. Slowly, I became quiet. Became the person that cried in a corner. Cried in a corner in the school every day. Seeing everyone else smile, that made me miserable. Seeing everyone else smile, having friends, accomplishing, that made me miserable. So miserable. But I just the depression became hopelessness in a way, but I never stopped fucking complaining. All I did was became a quiet kid sitting in the corner. Even though I had so much I want to say, so much friends I want to make, I couldn't. Because no one understood. No one understood what I was going through. Maybe they did, but it's not like they would ever tell me about it. And that carried on through the foster home, a home to another to another, and to a different school. That carried over. The isolation, the depression, the anger, the resentment toward the world for my miserable feelings. They just keep piling up. But I always tried to be the best person I am, the best person I could be. Even with all my inabilities, inabilities to understand other people, to accept things, to deal with my emotions, a lot of things, to function during hard times. It's not something I could do. I made a friend. We were both fucking miserable, desperate for any connection, We fell in love with each other. But my anger, their flaws, their inability to communicate feelings, understand feelings, my complicated feelings. I don't blame them for not understanding the complicated feelings. A lot of times I try to explain to them because it's my first friend that I felt so connected to, that I felt so loved to. I told him all my wildest visions that I see at night, all my worst miseries. I thought that's gonna fix me. I thought that's gonna change me. Perhaps it would, but before that happened, I hurt them. I misled them, even though my will are good. They didn't understand my complicated emotions. I don't blame them. My emotions are really weird. My visions are vivid. And my breakouts and everything. You know, autistic people, they already have problem processing emotion. Let alone someone else who's a different type of autism than you. Of course it'll be hard, but they tried. And that I can acknowledge. They are not the best at processing their own emotions as well. That made things just so much harder. I had crash outs, I had breaks outs. I had crash outs, I had breakouts. Small things that shouldn't matter mattered to me, and I got angry, and I made them scared, it made them afraid. They were going through a hard time. They wanted to transition even though it's not a great idea for them. I tried to tell them, please, make your good choice, but eventually they convinced me because they are a convincing person. And I supported them. But in the end, from their perspective, I'm the one that misled them even further to going down the wrong path, to take hormones that shouldn't go in their body. And I got attached to this different version of them. A desire in me to be loved, to be nurtured, to be cherished that I don't feel like I got a lot when I was younger. And I also seemed to reject it when I was younger because I hated basic human joy as a child for some reason, because I thought suffering was good. Because all the propaganda on TV is like, oh my god, suffering, achieve, be strong. And I thought suffering was good. I don't even know where I was. It's sad. I rejected love when I was at a young age, and when I wanted it again, at times of desperation, I took it from the wrong person, and them having to be the maternal figure for me in a persona that's not them. It must have been horrible. It must have been horrible. All the confusion about their identity, and my love for that version of them, and my love for them, the true them, the true person they are. It's all blurry. In the end, what comes out of it? Trauma. Trauma's what comes out of it. They're traumatized by me. My erratic behaviors, even some sexual behaviors. The more they became traumatized and scared of me, the more they slowly move away. And the more they slowly move away, the more I'm desperate. Desperate for the only connection I ever truly got to in my life. And that became bad. Communication were hard because I am very emotional, sentimental. They were not. They are sentimental, but just different. They just, yeah. There's a lot of desperation from both end, back and forth. Sadness, a lot of pain, a lot of hurt. Both sides, inflicted by both sides, a lot of blaming on both sides. No one can see their own faults. It all ended up in a big explosion. Tears, avoidance, everything, anxiety, everything. It's horrible. And I wasn't performing well in school. They are. My jealousy. Why can't I perform? It's just, I got 0 credits. They got the credits, and they're catching up, and I'm falling behind. And I wish they would have stayed to help me, stayed behind to pull me back up, wisdom. They did it. Can I blame them? No, not really. Can I blame myself? No, I was miserable. No one deserved that. When I left the living area, I no longer saw them. My anxiety, my sadness persisted, and now that they're far away, that made me even worse. I wanted to see them more. I wanted to interact with them more, but I couldn't, I'm far away now. And all the problems still persisted. And eventually, one day, when they're having a literal doctor's appointment, I felt so ignored and lonely. I called them and they crashed out. They hated me so much, and they fell in love with someone else. They tried to push it away too. I know they tried. But I guess they are a thing now. And I don't even truly know who they are. The person that they now love is. They try to hide that fact and stuff. Basically, they cheated. Can I blame them? No. Can I blame myself? Not really. I'm sure the other person that started loving them, all they did is care for them. But I know they hated me. They didn't like the way I was treating them. I'm jealous. I'm jealous of a lot, of everything that there is, The fact that they can find someone else to love and just leave me behind. The fact that they can make connections and fall in love with different people. The fact that I'm still alone, friendless, loveless, still broken, feeling like everything has been torn away from me in my whole entire life. Feels like every person that ever mattered to me in my life, they just leaves. Feel like they just leave me. And I can't even get the clarity. Because if they would have understood, They want to make me feel better, but I know they don't. They say they do, but they don't. It's more than just a feeling. And I still care about them so much. Their health and everything. But I am the one reaching out to them, trying to keep a bare minimum friendship with them. Well, they just wanted to distant me away. And it hurts. And it hurts a lot. All I ever wanted truly was to be a part of their life, be a part of their story. But something I try to continue that's already not there. That they already don't want me to be a part anymore. For a lot of different reasons. I know they care about me. I know they still do. The back of their mind. And that's not cope. I know they are. But that's all there can be. All I feel now is that the world doesn't appreciate me for who I am. And all I feel is sadness. The true kind of sadness. Because I understood. And I hate how when I'm on call with them, I feel happy again. And I hate that my happiness have to depend on someone that's not even with me anymore. I hate that. But I am. Without it, I'm just sad. I'm sad. Not miserable, not anything. I'm sad. I understand why things are the way they are. Why things are the way they are. Just, I know why the things are the way they are. I know why things are the way they are. I understand. I wish someone else understood that I understand. I wish someone else can see what I see. See the world from my eyes. Understand me fully. I wish not to be abandoned anymore. I wish to find love, connection, friendship in my life. All things I felt like I was denied one way or another. Now more than ever. Continuing is hard. Trying to cut them off is hard because even though I feel everything and I know it's, and suppose I care about them, even just as a friend, I care about them so much. I care about them like a family. Even, even like a fucking child. Even like a child of mine. It's weird, but that's how much I care. How could I just let go? So weird. Should I even care? Should I even care? Because I can, I, I can barely make it to school every day. I can, because I can barely, I can barely, I can barely even do anything in school every day. I'm just getting by. I feel like I'm hardly getting by. I, but I, but I care so much. I have so much fucking love in my heart that I want to give. So many care in my heart that I want to give to people that don't understand how much I love, how deeply I love, that I care about more than just the body and the pain. I cared someone. I cared about someone, regardless of what they do to me. No one else will understand. No one else will understand that I love. Not just because I'm lonely and desperate. I love because it's right. I love because it's what I stand for. I love because that's my true character. It really is. Back to what I said about I felt like a part of me has been erased. A part of me died. A part of the whimsical and the imagination and curiosity in me died. I don't want this part of me to die. I don't want to experience life so harshly that that's such an amazing quality in me. The ability to love so hard, even regardless of everything. I don't want that to disappear in me. I want to continue loving everyone, even though I seem to hate them and shit on the surface, even though I just seem like a desperate fucking idiot. I want to keep loving everyone. Everybody in my life. Everybody who have the chance to spare a single bit of kindness to me. I want to continue being kind. Even though people might not think that I am, but I want to be. And deep down I am. I am kind. Even though I don't have the ability the society wants. I am capable in my own weird little fucking ways. I'm capable of love. A lot of it. I'm capable of imagination. I'm capable of witnessing beauty. I'm capable of so much emotion. I'm the feeling machine. I'm capable of so much hope, so much despair, so much intrigue. this world, this society really values productivity. I'm not very productive, I'm gonna be honest. It's not a good thing in me. I want to become more productive as a person, but I hate to kill myself to become more productive. I hate to cut off and isolate a part of me that's whimsical and amazing to make progress because society rushes me to get a job, finish my high school, and like settle down on my own. That I feel like I have to finally give up crucial parts of myself to survive. But I have to. I have to be strong if I want to love. If I want to love, I have to be strong. I cannot love if I'm not strong. And I hope no matter what happens, no matter what kind of hardship that kills me, pushes me down over and over again, I can still keep a part of that corny fucking loving. Okay, because in reality, I'm a corny ass motherfucker. And I love you. I love everybody. That's right. I love everybody. Even niggers and Jews. I probably should have said that in a YouTube video. I don't mean that. It's just a stupid joke, okay? Nick! Remember who I am. Sometimes it gets really hard. I want to be cared and nurtured and weak as well. Yeah, sometimes I want to be weak. Sometimes I just want to be a little crybaby. Go like, mommy hug me. But honestly, who doesn't nowadays? Who doesn't nowadays to just want to be a little weak crybaby? Like sometimes, sometimes you just really want to be cradled up and have a big titty anime mommy, Kafka from Pocket Star Rail, to shove you in their tits and kiss you on your forehead and go like, everything is okay. Sometimes we all need that, okay? We all need someone to love us, cradle us like a fucking baby, love us for all our flaws. We all need someone like that, but we don't always have someone like that. I feel like I'm someone like that. But I can only become that once I finally fully understand someone's flaws, everything. But I feel like I can, because I care. Sometimes that's enough, Sometimes caring is enough to make something worthwhile. For a long time, I'm stepping on people's shadows, thinking, why can't I do what they can do? Why am I abandoned? Why can't I communicate? But now I feel like I can, in a way, step out of their shadow, everybody's shadow that I've been covered. Because I feel like I know who I am now. I'm a crybaby. That's for sure. Is that a problem? I don't think so. Doesn't feel like a problem. I feel way better now. Oh, it's gonna hurt, but it's going to hurt definitely. But regardless of the things I can do, cannot do, the things that happen to me, there's always a road ahead, and I have to look forward, even if it's slow and devastating. And it might be devastating when nothing comes out of it. But I know I will find a lot of people I can love someday. Not just romantically, sexual. Nah, bro. I'm beyond that shit. Not saying that I can, that I want to. I'm just saying I'm beyond that shit. I want to love everybody. I want to understand everybody like I always did. Because that's beautiful. That's amazing. There's a universe in everybody's head. There's a story in every person. Well, I might not be able to make some people understand. I hope one day they can see me as an amazing person that just never was at the right time to bloom. You know? They just met me at the wrong time. They just met me at my worst. That's all. I can finish this video off now. Oh, before I forget, let me add a new note. Let me add a new note to my board of notes. Buddy! That thumbnail material right there, guys. For real, that's literally thumbnail material right there. Never forget who you are. That's taking center. That's right, baby. Shit's confusing. Everything's moody. This world is a moody ass place. Now I'm kind of scared to move forward, to go to bed. Because I got so much challenges, so much bad habits, you know? One at a time. One at a time. One at a time, okay? Okay, guys? Okay, guys? Guys, are you there? Guys! Bye, guys. I don't know who the fuck you are, or if anyone's gonna watch this video, or even get to this part. But if someone was watching this video and got to this part, what are you doing with your life? Maybe you got something out of it. I don't fucking know. It's late. Wait. Let me wait for the 1 hour mark. 5, 4, 3, 2. Love it, guys.